Today, we will study radiation protection in oral radiology. This topic is extremely important, not only for the written exam, but also for the oral exam. After this explanation, you should be able to confidently answer any question about radiation safety. First, let's understand why radiation protection is important. Dental X-rays are a form of ionizing radiation. Ionizing radiation has enough energy to remove electrons from atoms, which can cause cellular damage and DNA injury. The biological effects of radiation are classified into two main types: deterministic effects and stochastic effects. Deterministic effects have a threshold dose, and their severity increases as the dose increases. Stochastic effects do not have a threshold. The probability increases with dose, but the severity does not depend on the dose. Cancer is an example of a stochastic effect. Because of these risks, our goal in oral radiology is very clear: maximum diagnostic benefit with minimum radiation exposure. Now we move to the most important principle in radiation protection: ALARA. ALARA stands for as low as reasonably achievable. It means that radiation exposure should be kept as low as possible while still obtaining a diagnostic quality image. We do not eliminate radiation completely, but we minimize it without affecting diagnosis. ALARA is based on three fundamental principles: time, distance, and shielding. First, time. The shorter the exposure time, the lower the radiation dose. Therefore, we must use the correct exposure settings and avoid unnecessary retakes. Second, distance. Radiation intensity decreases as distance from the source increases. According to the inverse square law, when the distance is doubled, the radiation intensity becomes 1/4. So standing farther from the X-ray source significantly reduces exposure. Third, shielding. This means using protective barriers such as lead aprons, thyroid collars, and protective walls. Now let's talk about protective devices. The lead apron is made of lead-equivalent material, usually 0.25 to 0.5 millimeters thick. It protects the trunk and vital organs from scatter radiation. It is especially important for children and pregnant patients. The thyroid collar is used to protect the thyroid gland, which is a highly radiosensitive organ. It is very important in dental radiography because the thyroid is close to the primary beam. It should be used whenever it does not interfere with the image. Next, we discuss monitoring devices for occupational exposure. Dental staff who are regularly exposed to radiation must wear monitoring badges. The film badge is an older method. It contains radiation-sensitive film that darkens according to the amount of radiation exposure. It measures accumulated dose over time. The TLD badge, which stands for thermoluminescent dosimeter, is more accurate. It contains special crystals. When these crystals are heated, they emit light proportional to the radiation dose received. TLD badges are reusable and provide more precise measurements than film badges. Now we move to NCRP recommendations. NCRP stands for National Council on Radiation Protection and Measurements. This organization sets guidelines and dose limits to ensure radiation safety. One of the key concepts is the maximum permissible dose, which is the maximum radiation dose that a person can receive annually without significant health risk. For occupational workers, the annual dose limit is approximately 50 millisieverts per year. For the general public, the limit is much lower, about 1 millisievert per year. For pregnant workers, special lower limits are applied to protect the fetus. Now let's discuss methods to reduce patient dose in dentistry. First, use digital radiography whenever possible because it requires less radiation than conventional film. Second, use rectangular collimation to reduce the size of the X-ray beam. Third, use higher KVP techniques when appropriate to reduce skin dose. Fourth, use fast image receptors. Fifth, ensure proper film positioning to avoid retakes. Sixth, follow proper selection criteria and do not expose the patient unnecessarily. Always remember, retakes increase unnecessary radiation exposure. Now let's review common theoretical exam questions. Define ALARA principle. Mention methods of radiation protection. What is maximum permissible dose? Differentiate between TLD badge and film badge. What is the role of NCRP? How can you reduce radiation dose in dental radiography? Why is the thyroid collar important? Now let's do rapid oral exam revision. What are the three principles of radiation protection? Time, distance, and shielding. What is the annual dose limit for workers? 50 millisieverts. Which device monitors occupational exposure? TLD badge. Why are children more sensitive to radiation? Because their tissues are more radiosensitive and they have a longer lifetime risk. Finally, let's summarize everything. Radiation protection in oral radiology is based on ALARA, dose limitation, protective devices, monitoring badges, and adherence to NCRP recommendations. Our goal is simple: safe patient, safe dentist, and high-quality diagnostic image. To help you memorize, remember this mnemonic: ADPMN. A for ALARA, D for dose limits, P for protective devices, M for monitoring badges, and N for NCRP recommendations. If you understand and apply these principles, you are practicing safe and ethical oral radiology.